What if I told you there's a completely different way to approach professional learning that could change everything? Sound too good to be true? Hi there. I'm thrilled you're here because in the next 10 minutes, you're going to discover how joining a professional learning community this summer can completely transform your September classroom experience. My time with countless educators has opened my eyes to a reality. Why are the most successful teachers never truly teaching alone? While most of us are closing our classroom doors and feeling isolated with 30 students, successful educators have discovered the power of vibrant communities where ideas flow freely, resources are shared generously, and support is always just a message away. Here's what you'll walk away with: how to find and join the perfect PLC for your specific needs, why summer is actually the ideal time to build your support network, and why this makes you confident and prepared, not frantically searching for help in October. And lastly, actionable strategies to actively participate in PLCs. If you've ever felt like teaching is an isolating profession, when you're struggling or alone, this conversation will feel like finding your professional family. Let's dive in. This is Solutions Teaching Strategies, the podcast that extends education beyond the classroom. A show that isn't just theory, but practical, try it tomorrow approaches for educators and caregivers to ensure every student finds their spark and receives the support they need to thrive. Welcome to Solutions Teaching Strategy Summer Series. This is the podcast that helps educators grow, connect, and thrive. I'm your host, Olivia Wall, and today we're talking about one of the most powerful yet underutilized resources available to teachers: professional learning communities, or PLCs. Specifically, today I'm going to explore how joining a PLC this summer can transform your September classroom experience. Whether you're a veteran teacher looking to reignite your passion or a new educator seeking support and resources, the next 10 minutes will show you exactly how to find and join the right PLC for your needs. Let's start with a simple truth. Teaching can feel isolating. You close your classroom door, and suddenly it's just you and 30 students. But what if I told you that some of the most successful educators never truly teach alone? They're part of vibrant communities where ideas flow freely, resources are shared generously, and support is always just a message away. That's the power of a professional learning community. But here's what many teachers don't realize: summer is actually the perfect time to join one. Think about it. You have more mental bandwidth, less daily stress, and crucially, time to build relationships before the school year demands kick in. And when you join a PLC in June or July, you're not frantically searching for help in October when you're drowning in lesson plans. Instead, you're building your support network when you can actually engage meaningfully. You're learning new strategies when you have time to truly understand and adapt them. You're collecting resources when you can organize and implement them thoughtfully. I was recently speaking to Sarah, a third grade teacher from Michigan, and she told me that she had joined an online PLC last summer focused on project based learning. By September, she had completely redesigned her science curriculum using ideas and templates shared by the community. That allowed her students to be more engaged than ever, and she felt confident rather than overwhelmed. So, then how do you find the right community? Let's break this down into online and local options. What about global connections right at your fingertips? The digital world offers incredible opportunities. You can start with social media platforms where educators naturally gather. Blue Sky is one of my favorites. Facebook groups are equally powerful. You can search your grade level plus teachers, like fifth grade teachers or high school science educators. Many of these groups have thousands of active members sharing daily insights, lesson plans, and encouragement. And make sure you don't overlook professional platforms like EdWeb, which hosts webinars and discussion groups, or newer platforms like Voxer, where educators share voice messages about teacher challenges and solutions. And what about building your neighborhood network? Local connections can offer unique advantages. You could check with your district's professional learning office. Many run summer book clubs or curriculum committees that function as PLCs. Your state education association likely sponsors regional groups as well. Universities in your area often host teacher circles or graduate course study groups that welcome practicing educators. Local libraries sometimes even facilitate educator meetups. Even coffee shops can become PLC headquarters. I know teachers who love to meet up weekly at their local coffee shop to plan units together. Now, once you've found your community, active participation is key. You cannot be a lurker. Introduce yourself, share a challenge you're facing, or offer a resource that's worked well for you. PLCs thrive on reciprocity. Make sure to set realistic goals as well. Maybe you want to revamp your classroom management system, integrate more technology, or develop better assessment strategies. Share these goals with your PLC, and you will be amazed how quickly specific help and resources can appear. Let me share what this looks like in practice from some stories of teachers I have the privilege of serving. Marcus is a high school English teacher I know. He joined a PLC focused on student engagement last July. Through the community, he discovered interactive notebook strategies, he collected digital tools for collaborative writing, and he even found a pen pal program connecting his students with classes nationwide. His September looked completely different, and his students noticed immediately. And another story from Elena, a kindergarten teacher. She joined a local PLC focused on social-emotional learning. By September, she had implemented morning circles, she developed a classroom feelings chart system, and created calm-down spaces. All ideas refined through summer discussions with her PLC colleagues. Now let's establish your action plan. This week, identify one area where you want to grow. Maybe it's differentiation, technology integration, or building classroom community. Then, spend 30 minutes researching PLCs focused on that area. Join at least one online community and reach out about any local options. Introduce yourself and ask one genuine question. That's it, one question. You'll be surprised how welcoming these communities are. With all of that said, professional learning communities aren't just about sharing lesson plans. Though you'll definitely collect amazing resources, they're about connecting with educators who understand your challenges, celebrate your victories, and remind you why you became a teacher in the first place. This summer, while you're recharging and reflecting, consider adding Join a PLC to your professional growth plan. Your September self will thank you when you walk into your classroom feeling supported, prepared, and excited to implement new ideas you've already tested and refined with your community. Remember, teaching is a collaborative profession. This summer, find your people, share your expertise, and prepare for your best September yet. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Solutions Teaching Strategies. Until next time, keep growing, keep connecting, and keep making a difference. Take care. Solutions Teaching Strategies is created, produced, and edited by me, Olivia Wall. Thank you to my older son, Benjamin, who created the music playing in the background. You can follow and listen to Solutions wherever you get your podcasts, or subscribe to never miss an episode and watch on YouTube. Now I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email at solutionspodcast@gmail.com. Let me know how you plan to connect with your own professional learning community. Tune in every Monday and Friday this summer for mini episodes filled with tips and ideas that will help you prepare for September while still resting and rejuvenating this summer. See you soon for another tip, and until then, enjoy the sunshine and take care.